welcome to another YouTube video. So a couple of you guys have requested a video on how I create my Lego minifigure photography, and hopefully this video kind of gives you everything you need, all the ingredients to make your own Lego Star Wars minifig photography. It'd be awesome for you guys to go out and try it out and then send me photos of it. So you can follow me on Instagram at StarWars_Lego_hub. And it says it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna get straight into it. It's really simple setup today. Yeah, let's get into it. So every photo starts with an idea, and the idea comes from going into my minifig collection and thinking, which minifigure looks awesome today? Which one do I want to photograph, like the brand new Saw Gerrera or the Cantina minifigures? But I have chosen one of my custom minifigs. It's from American Brick Store. He does the Kit Fisto, he's done the Zeb, he's some amazing minifigures. So it's Obi-Wan that I'm going to be doing, and I need some clone troopers to back him up. So I'm going to get hold of Cody and then some 212 clones to make up this awesome picture. So here I've got my very untidy workspace. This is just sets that I haven't put on the shelves yet because I redid the Lego room again, just made it a bit more nicer and displayed better visually. And yeah, this is just stuff I haven't put back and a parcel that I haven't opened, but here we go. So basically what you want to start off with is you need to know exactly what minifigure you're going to photograph. So it could be one minifigure, or it could be a selection of minifigures to build up a really cool scene. Of course, I've gone for the Obi-Wan and the 212 minifigures, and I use this like glass panel. So I just got it out of a picture frame panel because it kind of like gives a lot of light from underneath, and it makes a really nice reflection on the background as well, which is awesome. So I use this in every single one of my photos, like a really plain glass panel, and then I use this Lego base plate sort of construction thing here just to get decent level to the background. So all my backgrounds are not digitally put in, they are photographed from here like this. And basically I just, for any of my backgrounds, I just type into Google Star Wars Battlefront landscape, because you get some really beautiful landscapes here to make a really awesome backdrop for your photo. So funny enough, actually setting up this photo, I read the request after I actually did this photo, but basically I used a really simple backdrop, and it was of a gunship flying in the background, and it had these like blue streaks coming here, and it just made it look really cinematic. Like the streaks are from the gunship, but I've basically gone into Photoshop and enhanced them, because do you know on Transformers where you get that like really lovely blue light across the screen, like kind of gives it that really cinematic feel. So yeah, I've used that because I liked the gunship and it brought these lights, and I was like, oh, okay, these lines are going to be cool, I can work with them. And of course I got my clone troopers and Obi-Wan. And then what I normally do in photos is, if I'm taking a shot like this, it's very like just plain, and there's nothing that kind of makes the foreground pop, because that there's a, I'll try and get the background up now. I can't find the background that I actually used, but for instance, let me just get this one for you guys. This is a very, very simple background, and this is very raw. I'm not going to really edit this kind of stuff out because I kind of want to show you guys what I do, and the knocking on the floor is all the minifigures that I'm pushing out the way accidentally. But yeah, so we've got this backdrop here, and for Obi-Wan and the 212 troopers to kind of fit the scene, it just doesn't. So you'll have Obi-Wan and the clone troopers at the front, and then the background at the back, obviously, but you can kind of like see that this is like shot in front of a screen. So what I do is I normally go to all my pieces and my part pieces, but this time I've got a load of Millennium Falcon legs, because I've got the Millennium Falcon displayed like that. I actually picked up one of the Millennium Falcon legs, and I literally just placed it in between the background and the foreground, and it kind of made the image like together. So when you go into Photoshop, you don't need to kind of like mess around with the background or the foreground, like make sure that you color these in so it suits the background more. It literally is just simply putting something in the middle ground here to kind of bring them all together. So this photo had nothing on it. This is the raw image that I took. I did have the leg actually stood up like that, didn't I? So yeah, you see what I mean? Like it kind of just brings the image all together. So it doesn't look like there's just minifigures in front of a laptop screen. There's nothing on this image right now. There's no Photoshop, there's no edit or anything like that. And most of the time when I do go into Photoshop, it will be to enhance the lightsaber. So let me just try find the, I think it's in here. That's him without the lightsaber. Where's the lightsaber? There we go. So this is with the lightsaber enhanced. That is literally the only thing that I've put into Photoshop. Lightroom as well. So Lightroom, I've just kind of brought the image a bit together. Like I've put a bit more orange on Obi-Wan to kind of match the background, and Clone Troopers are like gone to crystal white just to, you know, they are crystal white anyway. So you can see the difference between Obi-Wan. It's kind of given that like look that he is in that backdrop, and same with the Commander here, Commander Cody. Bit more orange, a bit more like just a bit more of a nice grade just to make it match. So yeah, that really is that simple. I don't really know how more simple I can make it. You get a couple of minifigures in the foreground, you get something to break up the background and the foreground. So basically just go into Google, Star Wars Battlefront landscape, choose your nice landscape, zoom in. Don't kind of have it like, if you have it just like this, let me get something that's relatable. So anything like this, kind of like it's too high definition for your camera or phone to pick up the foreground and this to be HD. So what I normally do is I pick a segment of the photo and I zoom in loads, which then breaks up the backdrop of the image. So you know, you can just about see this gunship here, but the actual image is, you know, huge. It's like there's loads of gunships, there's Geonosis over here, and it's a really big image. So I basically just zoom in just so I can get like a bit of a, you know, zoomed in sort of feel of the minifigures. It kind of fits the scale of the background. So on the background on the Photoshop, I normally put a bit of Gaussian blur on. I don't know how to pronounce that, but sometimes motion blur as well, just in case I need some movement in the image. But most of the lightsaber effects, they're really simple. I just get a straight line, and that is not the straight line, and I just match it to the size of Obi-Wan's lightsaber here. Fill, pop that on white, and then stroke, don't want a stroke on there. And then the size of it, probably looking like just enough to make it like sort of glow like that. So yeah, there we go. So we've got the white lightsaber. Double tap the line 1 here down to outer glow, and that will give Obi-Wan his nice lightsaber here, like kind of illuminates it. And then you can change like the spread and stuff, so the spread will make it really intense, but I don't want it too intense, and then the size of it as well. So that looks about good, but as you can see, it's slightly off here. So Command T just to slightly move that a little bit more. And then, so this is quite like intense. It's quite strong compared to the rest of the image. So I'm going to pop up to filter, and I'm going to put a blur, and I'm going to put a Gaussian blur on it as well. I can never say that word. So as you can see, like if you really want to like put it crazy, then it takes it away, but kind of find where suits the shot the most. So sometimes it'll be a bit more blurry than other times, but I think about, I'm gonna say about there. So there you go, like that looks perfect like that. So it kind of breaks the lightsaber up a bit more. It gives it a bit more of a nice faded glow as well. And then we're going to add just a little bit of texture to the image. So got some files that I imported, bits of like flames and stuff, just to kind of break up the image a bit. We'll pop one up here, and then we will get another one and we'll pop it down here, just to give the image a bit of movement. Like, you can move these as well, like, you know, into any sort of positions and stuff. So anything like this, you should get off Google, free transparent download, anything like that. So you just pick what you think would look best, like snow, rain, dirt, fire, anything like that. So yeah, that is the image there. And then obviously what I do is then pop it into Lightroom and play with the colors, but you can also do it in here as well. But I tend to like enjoy Lightroom a lot more, because I know that you get a lot of freedom in Photoshop, but I think when it goes to actual editing the image, like with the nice grades and stuff, I tend to kind of prefer Lightroom, my apologies. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because they've got so many more like different things that you can do to it. Like, I don't think you can actually handle it very well in Photoshop. Well, I can't anyway. Like, it kind of just, I never get the colors properly and stuff. But like, Commander Cody's looking very orange there. But you know what I mean? Like, you can play around, make it really, really easy, really fun as well. That is the most important. Have a lot of fun doing this, because yeah, I love taking photos of minifigures. It's made me fall in love with Lego so much more. So hopefully that's kind of give you like a little gist of how to create these images. Like, I know it's not too crazy. Like, I don't really do too many crazy photos. I kind of like the cinematic sort of simple shots. I get as many figures in possible, and then, you know, build like a nice little scene. It's very, very simple. So we're using five minifigures here. Millennium Falcon, UCS Millennium Falcon leg, just to pop into the backdrop here. And then obviously you're going to get your Star Wars backdrop here. And then yeah, just take the photo and just have a little play with it in Photoshop and Lightroom if you've got them. If you haven't, there are so many free photo editing tools out there that really do the job well. And if you are asking, no, I haven't paid thousands of pounds for a camera. I used to have a Sony A7 II, but unfortunately that broke and I just didn't fancy replacing it. So I actually take all my photos on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. It works really, really well. I normally zoom in to about 3.5, so gives it a nice depth of field as well. Like, you don't want to take the photo from here, you want to zoom in as much as you can, just to kind of bring it all together as well. Like, that really does help bring the foreground and the background in together as well. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. So it's Star Wars _Lego _hub. It'd be awesome for you guys to take some photos and then like tag me in the photos. I'll always respond and make sure that I share the image as well. Just say, look, you've seen my YouTube video, you've had a little go at photographing some minifigures, and I would love to absolutely see what you guys have come up with, and hopefully I've had some sort of inspo and help on how you're creating your shots now. But yeah, it's been awesome. I like making little videos like this. Like, this wasn't really a planned video. It wasn't really one of them videos where I, you know, sit down and go, right, this is what I'm going to do today. I just put out on YouTube saying, any suggestions? What do you want to see from this channel? And a couple of people said previously, but I've never just got around to doing it. Do a little tutorial on how to take photos of minifigs. And look, I'm not like a pro. I'm not the best out there. There are so many awesome creators out there, but I have a history of photography. Like, I own my own business as a photographer, and I've been photographing minifigures for probably about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years at a push now. And it's hopefully nice to be able to spread some tips and tricks and some inspo for you guys to be able to take photos of your own minifigures. So as always, guys, if you really did like the video, please drop a thumbs up. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's a mission, but I want to change this plaque to 5,000 at Christmas time. It's 1,000 at the moment, and I want to get a plaque saying 5,000. Thanks to you guys for just showing immense amount of support. Please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down in the comments if you want to see any other videos. I'll try and recreate every video that you guys tell me, like, you know, mention. in the comments. So yeah, please do. Please tell me what you guys would like to see on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.